What's up guys? Today I'm gonna take you through a 5-minute mobility, so go ahead and get down to the floor and we'll get started. So the first position that you're gonna start into is gonna be the 90-90 sit. Now, we wanna get up nice and tall posture if you can. If you need to put that hand out to the side here to kind of give yourself a little bit of support, that's okay too. The goal of this stretch is to stretch internal rotation of the left hip, and at the same time, I'm kind of stretching external rotation of my right hip. And I'm just gonna sit up nice and tall. I'm gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Now, if you're down with me right now, we've already got the clock started, so don't worry about counting along. I'm gonna take you through and guide you through the entire time. All right, done 30 seconds on that side. We're gonna switch the sides. Now we're switching over to internal rotation on the right hip, external rotation on the left hip. Now notice one side is probably gonna feel a little bit more tight than the other. And so what I want you to do is just kind of find that tight side, and you might work a little bit extra on that side after you're done with this 5-minute mobility routine, because we wanna get that symmetry back, all right? We got about 7 seconds left here. I want you to try to lean into that hip. The goal is to kind of get that hip down to the ground as you go. Now I'm gonna have you pop down to your side, and we're gonna go on the side archer stretch. So you're gonna bend your knees up towards your chest. You're gonna roll back, pull on that rib cage, and then you're gonna reach that elbow towards the ground on the opposite side, and you're just gonna dynamically reach and move past. So as I reach through, I'm pulling and stretching. Should be feeling a stretch through that upper back, mid back area. This one feels really good after a long day of sitting at work, especially in a chair for a long time. Now we're gonna switch to the other side. So I'm gonna pop around. You can kind of just roll and flip the other side. I'm gonna face towards the camera, knees up, rolling back and pulling that rib cage back. Now, same as the other stretch, you're gonna find that one side has a lot more mobility than the other side. And so what I want you to do is find that side that is a little bit more restricted and work on that side a little bit more throughout your day. You might add this at night before you go to sleep. All right, next one, 30 seconds. Legs straight. I'm actually gonna flip around here. You're gonna go legs straight. Other side here, hands behind the knees. And we're going up and down. And then at the top, you're gonna pull your foot towards you. So you're coming knee straight, pull the foot. And what we're getting is we're getting hamstring dynamic stretch, and we're also getting a sciatic nerve floss. So this is really good for those of you who sit for long periods of time and have tightness. If you feel like you have tightness in the hamstring, this is one thing that you're gonna wanna do. So I'm gonna have you switch sides there. Hands behind the knee again, up nice and straight, pull that toe towards you, up and down. Just like those past two, you're gonna find a side that feels more restricted. So I want you to kind of work through that. Try to gain symmetry. The goal is not for this to be painful. None of these exercises should be painful. They should just feel like a good, nice stretch. There's no reason to push. You should do this every day and you'll improve your mobility that way. Next one you're gonna do is you're gonna get into a deep squat stretch. The deep squat is gonna help open up those hips. You're gonna stretch your adductors. You're gonna get some ankle mobility. You're gonna get some knee mobility. You can kind of plant your hands down in the middle. You can rock back and side to side. You can just go forward, push your elbows out into your knees to get more of a stretch in the hip, or you could sit back into the hips. You can rock side to side and get your ankles stretched. There is no perfect way to do this one, but it's a great stretch for the hips. It's a great stretch for the knees. Next one we're gonna go into is gonna be world's greatest stretch. You're gonna have one hand on the ground, foot down, legs straight in the back, and you're gonna rotate up and you're gonna get that twist. Then you're gonna plant your hands down, step up with the other foot, reach up towards the sky. We're going 30 seconds total. We got halfway there right now, and we're gonna work through, get that mobility going. This is a great way to start the morning. You can also end your day with the 5-minute mobility. Either way is perfectly fine. Okay, last one we're gonna do is kneeling hip flexor stretch. So you're gonna drop down onto one knee, one foot's gonna be forward, and then all you're doing is rocking straight forward, working on stretching that hip flexor. I'm working on my right side now. I'm also getting a little bit of a stretch on my left glute, and I'm just gonna work through and stretch. You can add an overhead reach to try to stretch out your abs. That's a good way to kind of add a little bit of a stretch if you wanna feel a little bit more. Try to stay up nice and tall with your posture. Switch to the other side. This is the last one. I know this 5-minute mobility goes quick. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort, doesn't take a whole lot of energy, but I promise it'll help you feel a lot better throughout your day. It'll help you wake up not feeling so stiff in your back and your hips. And especially, like I said, if you're sitting for long periods of the day, This is definitely something to do after work. It'll get you moving. It'll make you feel right. And that's it. That is the 5-minute mobility. Thanks for hanging with me. I appreciate it. Hope you do this every day. Makes you feel better.